Florence, heart of the Renaissance. The 14th and 1500s, this is where it all started. Home of Leonardo da Vinci, Dante, Michelangelo, I'm sure some other famous people who I've more than forgotten. And now, a very busy tourist resort, a tourist place. There is lots to do in Florence. So, earmark a day here. If you like the crowd, if you don't like crowds, well, you may not like it so much. And if you want to go into any of the museums or churches or see the Duomo, book in advance. You can book a certain time, do it online, and then you turn up and avoid the queues. I've just been looking at the queue. I wanted to go into the Duomo. I didn't book. The queue is about 5 hours long for getting in. So, yeah, I won't be going in there. I don't know if you can see over there. That's the queue. So I'm just wandering around instead. I'm going to go over and have some lunch in Michelangelo Plaza, which is on the other side of the river, crossing the Vecchio Bridge. And it is very pleasant to be able to, despite the crowd, to wander around such an amazing place that had such a high impact on the history of Europe. I mean, Europe as we know it was formed by the Renaissance, which started right here. Now the main tram stops at a place called Santa Maria Novella. So that's where the tram ends, and you're right on the edge of the city of Florence, and you walk right up to the Santa Maria Novella Church, cloisters. Very peaceful and beautiful. You pay €7.50 to come inside. Again, best to pre-book if you want to come in, because there is often queues. I didn't pre-book, but today, short queues, because I was early. But let me show you around Santa Maria Novella. Next you will probably notice and come to Piazza del Duomo. That Duomo is the dome over the cathedral church of Santa Maria. Next to it is the Baptistery, which is separate to the church, because you weren't allowed to enter the church unless you were baptized. So the Baptistery, which is actually older than the cathedral and the dome, is right here. The cathedral with the big dome on it is behind. The dome is a remarkable feat of engineering, unique in its time, and I still think the biggest brick-built dome in the world. It is quite amazing. This is where the Renaissance of Europe started in the 1400s, 14 and 1500, for 200 years. The Renaissance went on, turning art and culture and science and religion, mixing them all together and providing us with what we have a lot of Europe today. Paintings turned to realism rather than surrealism, and buildings like this were created. So let's go and have a look around. centre of Florence, quite unusually, is not based around a church. It's based around a merchant's house from the Medici family, because it was the Medici family that basically built up and made the most prosperity and ran, the merchant family that ran Florence during the Renaissance years, or a part of the Renaissance years. So you've got this great big piazza here. I think that's one of the original Medici family members on his horse. This was the house. Outside, you can see that there is a statue, the statue of David as he slayed Goliath. That's actually just a copy. The original is in the museum over here. But there is an outside statue museum as well. So I'll take you around to show you that and show you a bit around the plaza. Battling with them crowds, and just got off the main Duomo Square, and I'm trying to head to Ponte Vecchio, Ponte Vecchio, which is a shopping bridge, a very famous bridge in where am I? In Florence. I think it's down here somewhere. I thought I'd go down there and escape the crowds a little bit. As you can see, that is not happening. There is so many people. I dread to think what it's like here in the middle of summer. Oh, I've made it at last! Ponte Vecchio, one of the oldest, I think the oldest bridge in Florence, across the river. I can't remember the name of the river. It became famous particularly for the high quality silversmith, goldsmith and leatherwork that used to be sold along the bridge. It's been replaced with slightly more touristy stuff now. It even survived the bombing in the World Wars. So here we are, let's have a quick look across Florence's oldest and most famous bridge, the Ponte Vecchio. This is. There's lots of these things going on today that we have no idea about. Well, it seems like it's all happening today. Parades, Harry Fisherman, Happy Clappy group, trying to sell things, I think. And of course the crowd and the sunshine. Welcome to Florence. No idea what this is. What band marching? Let's go see. That's what you love about travelling. You just find things you've no idea what they are. Let's go through the crowd. Everybody. Just found out what the parade about. It's a cultural event held every second weekend on the Sunday in June and on the 24th of July to celebrate the culture and the history and the popularity and fame of Florence. And tonight there's going to be a firework display. Oh no! So you know what that means? I have to find somewhere to set up to do fireworks. I have no idea where they're going to be, so I'll see if I can find out about them and show you. In the meantime, I'm going to Ponte Vecchio. I need to get something to eat. And I got diverted and I have no idea where I am. I just followed them around a little bit. Oh well, let's go back this way.